Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Axiom Verge. Let's continue. I don't know what the word axiom means, come to think of it. I'm also in a weird... It's been kind of too long, quite frankly, since I've played a game that really entertained me. I've been in a bit of a glut of playing a lot of games, more out of obligation or just out of experimentation. And so I'm in a weird position here because I'm actually having fun with this game. And that's become a somewhat unfamiliar feeling. Yeah, so I'm pushing ahead. That being said, there certainly are some criticisms that are making themselves kind of apparent. This game map area, I think the creator of the map realized that it was going to be pretty small, and so they've stretched the gameplay area out quite a bit in a way to make it... Oh, finally I can disrupt these guys. Ah, but it doesn't do anything, it just slows them down a little bit. Alright. So I can send a remote drone in here into an entire room by myself. And I guess I might as well just run to the next room. And I guess I might as well just run to the next room. Jeez, what am I supposed to do here? Maybe this is making a path for my remote guy to cross. See, the weird part now is I can't do anything. I'm just gonna, like, I can wait here, and now I have a half health drone because it didn't recover fast enough. There. So do I avoid taking damage? Or like I've gotta apparently play this pretty tight and try to just avoid taking damage as much as possible. Oh, this guy's moving so fast. Trying to hit it while not running into it. I'm only assuming that there's gonna be a switch at the end of this. And the switch this may be Act 2's trigger. Is to have a remote drone go through all of that. Let's just jump through. Let's try to avoid people. There's lava. I assume lava means instant death. So, this is a lot of rooms to not be able to transition through, and it looks like there's a way up, but maybe I missed something there. These guys gonna run away from me, or do I run away from them? Come on, just make it through the doorway. Well, we got whatever it was. Bifurcating energy bolts. Okay. That was quite a journey. There's an entire bit of maze. And what does this do? Ooh, well, It does damage, certainly. It looks like, and it looks like it kind of goes all over the place. Now I believe this area to the right is the area where I don't think that there's anything else, and I don't want to spend the energy to try and make paths to get all the way to the right. It was a very big boss fight, or, well, the enemy was big. It was actually a pretty simplistic boss fight. We really haven't been in a boss fight since then. Let's go ahead and save. I had just a tiny sliver of health missing. Now that we have the drone, I was thinking maybe I could shoot it, but I don't know, unless I'm supposed to do something like that. And yeah, maybe I am supposed to do something like that. We shall see. Shoot it over here, jump up here, jump over here, jump through this. Well, I guess they planned for this. There's nothing I can do. Although this does map out something. This will be an interesting transfer from one map to the other. So where did that lock us into? The indie area. Yeah, it feels like the indie section is going to be the easy transportation section. Right. So that means we've got to go downward, I think. And I took damage and yet still got enough health back to... This is kind of great. Now. Let's see. Yeah, we've already been over there. I don't think that there's anything more. I'm not really sure how a lot of these guys will react, or how hard it will be to kill a lot of them. Yeah, this gun is so good. Ah, now we have the third disruptor. So now we're in a place where we can get to a new area, or very possibly get to a new area to just simply then return back to a previous area, because those first areas, now we have the double jump, we have what is the equivalent of the ball mode. This feels like the end of Metroid somewhat, but I don't think this wouldn't really be right, frankly, unless there's just a lot of added on content that was added to this later. Like we barely found any of the guns or anything so far. Good thing I just randomly started shooting. Yeah, I think every room is going to basically be around the idea of randomly shooting. I want to see what I'm gonna die to see what happens there. When you disrupt it. There you go. Heart piece. Health piece. Oh no, it's a power node fragment. Combine 6 to permanently increase your weapon and item damage. I appreciate that, certainly. But that's not what I was thinking. Oh, this guy just constantly is going to let me hit him and get health out of him. Interesting. So these are... So I can just full refill if I'm willing to sit here for a while. And that gets me back to my extra damage. But seriously, is there no way down? Did I miss something? Because what I'm really trying to find here is a way to get down and back, or a triple jump, or just an increase in height in how high I jump. Oh, these are Metroids. They're straight up Metroids. The green things will suck the life out of you and get on your back. And they have large amounts of health on them. Right. Let's just get out of here. Next room is, I believe, a save room. No, this was just a collectible that we found up here. Next room is a save room. I would be very happy to start being able to play this a lot more recklessly. Alright. So I think up doesn't get me where I want it to be. So let's try this. Start with that. Is there... I mean, I can certainly, I guess, work my way down. But I don't think the idea here is to, like, to do something like this. My only thought is if I could get all the way to a save room, maybe then I'd respawn. I remember there was these things that are perfect little platforms, and I was shooting them as if that was what you were supposed to do to them. You have to shoot those. this might really be the way this is supposed to be played. Like, this might be a case of I need to go all the way back to the beginning of the game as a remote droid, unlock some ability, has the remote droid that gives me like a triple jump, and then that'll let me back into this area. That being said, if I just go in here, I can't do anything. So much for that idea. That was a cool idea, and maybe if I was to die now, I would automatically respawn in there. It would be nice if it gave me some health too while I'm thinking about that, but nope, it's not gonna be that kind. Alright. I know there is something here that we were supposed to get eventually. This is so boring though. It should have a faster drill. It should have an instant drill, quite frankly. What did I just get? Some sort of message in a different language. So I can't bring up the menu or see the notes, but apparently I've just unlocked the note. That would be my guess. It seems like the good news is I can hit these from underside and they won't do too much damage. So this is rather ridiculous, and certainly this is probably something the memory requirements of Metroid 1 for the NES would not have been able to work with. Right. Yeah, I think that probably is pretty obvious. So we found another thing. But it doesn't seem like, if there is a path to another area here, that doesn't seem like I can get to it with the drone. There is something down here. Let's see. Can I jump and jump backwards? Yes, I can. That's kind of a tough jump. We have now gotten some other ability. Range node permanently increases the weapon's range where applicable. This is still that weird feeling of you're both getting rewarded and punished by spending this extra time to do this. It feels like, okay, yes, I've got this, or I've unlocked some new thing, but meanwhile you're still back to each room feeling just a little too difficult. So just a lot of, I don't know how to best describe it, struggle in rooms where there probably shouldn't be any struggle. Alright. Alright. Just hoping to get some health from that. This might be too tall a jump. So I might not be able to go up here. So I might only be able to go downward. But the weird thing here is, unless I pick up something that I really seem to need, it does kind of just feel like it's extra gravy that I'm getting right now. It's not main gameplay requirement items. Let's see, how does this go down? This way? Right. And here, and here. And if you can hear the thunder outside of my house, that's what that is. So another save area, another thing you can't do with as a remote droid. There's no coming back at this point, but this is a something I could teleport through to get to that area over there if I can ever get over here in my body. Let's just save ourselves some frustration. I want to be careful. It'd be super annoying to have to make this trip twice. In this area also, again, I could go down. And I could definitely teleport through all of this. And I believe there was a boss fight up this direction. With all these piles of bodies. And yeah, is this the direction I should be going? These bloody walls have stopped being a thing. I would say the first area is leaning on being a little bit edgier. And I would say that probably on the art in total, is that a lot of this art feels like it is heavily borrowed, and a lot of ideas are just heavily borrowed from Metroid. And the Butterbrain, the main character in this game, is just an H.R. Giger style character that so far we really haven't seen a lot of other art elements that would line up with that. Now, to be fair, if you were going to take the extremely bold choice of making an H.R. Giger art style game, it probably would sell about as well as what was that game that came out about a year ago? I think it's called Agony, yeah, is the name of the game I'm thinking of. But there's also a game called Scorn that I don't think ever did come out, that was very similar in visuals. Don't have me jump down that area, please. And Agony wasn't a very good game. It was just trying to sell itself very much on its visuals. Interesting. I could probably jump up with double jump if I got back to this area. Maybe I've missed the plot here, though. I wouldn't be surprised if there actually is. You're not supposed to really do what I'm doing right now. You can do what I'm doing right now, but you don't really have to. And I'm finding little collectibles here and there, but they never really expected you to run through the entirety of the first section of the game as a remote droid, which does, I will admit, have excellent signal strength. That clearly is another collectible. Yeah. Let's see. And then there's these flashing bits that I turned the anti-flicker flashing option on, and I suspect that they imply that those walls could be disrupted. But I think what I need to do is just figure out where... Don't die. Where the other face is. And if I could go there, the remote droids might just move the story forward. See, this is the very beginning of the game. And yeah, these ghosts are still not super easy to kill. At least as a remote droid, I'm about to die. Let's just avoid it instead of trying to kill it. Because they do just kind of bounce. Yeah. So maybe I could disrupt these. So that is a far transition. We went through a lot of the map. And I don't think that's where I'm supposed to go. We are here on Z. We went, I think, through all or most of Abzu and maybe some of this Erebu, but I don't think so, actually. I think we just got to Abzu and we missed some of Abzu even. Where I want to go is where the other face was. And I don't remember where it is. It would be so nice if there was a marker. I feel like it was down and kind of to the left. So going up, I don't think works. Oh man, be careful and don't die. Lock my feet. Fire. There. Fire. Maybe there is something, some way down. I don't think so though. This is like the way up. Yeah, this only goes up. It doesn't go down. It looks like it might go down eventually. But yeah, I don't see it. You would think this would break. That doesn't even hit him. Oh, maybe this is it. Double tap, and hold. Come on, double tap and hold. 1, 2, hold. Why did that not work? 1, 2, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap, double tap. It's like double tap, hold. Double tap, hold. Come on. It's like tap, 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 hold. Maybe you have to... There we go. We got a range node. Again. That's something. But I can't use that to get anywhere else. So we just got like 2 range nodes, which, I mean, that's great, but most of the weapons, let's see, Nova, I guess now is doing much wider ranges in its explosions, and multi-disruptor shoots a lot further, and this seems like it really doesn't do too much further. And some of these guns had effectively infinite range anyways, so there's nothing there. I've got to figure out on the maps. Let's see. Yeah, we can't read any of these, but these were 2 notes we collected. We got a lot of collectibles. I'm thinking it's up a couple and to the right. So I know it's been 30 minutes, but let's see if we can play a little recklessly and get there. That's an example of not really wanting to pick up the health, because I could have saved it for later use. Alright. Now I'm taking a little bit of damage. Alright, so now I can kind of take as much damage as I want against the spider as long as I don't die, and then I can just suck up as much health as I want from this disrupted eye. I don't think I'm quite at full. Oh, I am. And sure is getting easier to take out people now. Now when they have nowhere to hide, and even any small branching shot will hit them. There we go. Just jump over those bullets. And I hope I haven't made a mistake. I think it's this way. Apparently I can't go in jail cells. Interesting. I would have thought I would have been able to. There's a lot of walls here that seem strangely different. Here it is. So the remote drone, I suppose the idea here is I needed it to do this so I could go over here, and I assume this will be somewhat easy and not a highly complicated puzzle. I've done my best to enable rudimentary translation between Sudran and English, that is, the modern Sudran script, not the programming language. The command is reveal Sudran. I've tried it with success on most of the modern Sudran communications, as well as some of the older Sudran text. Much thanks to Gur Tab variant for his assistance. So yeah, if we needed any more evidence that we are in some kind of computer programming world of some sort, I think that's pretty obvious realization. And look at this logo now. It's 012ABC. It feels like the icons are now going to start revealing themselves to be more like computer code and less like this gory horror world. So we got the passcode tool, manipulate reality with encoded strings, use menu. Let's go back and see what we do now. So we now have passcodes. Let's see what this does. Oh, it said we needed to type in reveal Sudran as the code. Okay, so we have this whole new system. Let's see, code 1, and it seems like it's gonna be, let's see, is it REVEL? Hope it is. EAL, and then SUDRAN. Save. And it feels like there's probably only going to be 5 of them. Let's see. Deactivate. So now when we look at these notes, apparently these are ancient Sudran or programming codes, because either that or the deactivate button and the activate button are different. No, so activate now. So we've got this code. Great. But what does that do? Like, see, there's nothing particularly in the game right now that makes sense like that. It just seems like reality is now changed, so we are now forced to run around and I guess figure out where on the map, which of these many maps sections has now been unlocked. Like, we're here and it feels like there should be a little bit of fanfare and it should tell us, you did it, now you need to go and do this other thing, and then it should show somewhere on the map a blinking other thing to collect or go towards, and we just don't have any of that. There's not even a key for the map, so you just have to figure out what the colors themselves mean. Maybe what this will let me do is fast travel. If it does, then I can get back to the beginning of the game and reveal some more secrets, I suppose. We'll just have to find out in the next recording. We went 11 minutes long. That's going to be it for this recording, though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.